My table's always
Are you a
open day and
ghost?
night.
Where in Shadow's name did you come from all of a sudden?
While my veil is active, they cannot recognize me. Not unless I want them to, or I act carelessly.
If you're a ghost, just leave me be.
If I'm quiet, their eyes glide off me, and I remain invisible to them. An Earhardian veil can be very effective. These men are getting tired of their posting here. While my veil is active, they cannot recognize me. Not unless I want them to, or I act carelessly. The construction of the tube network appears to be picking up pace. There are wagon loads of metal pipes everywhere, and the laborers work into the night. There aren't a lot of people out at night, even though the streets appear to be safe. People still keep their heads down around Azadi military. They must fear the worst. It's a good thing the streets are as empty as they are. Makes my assignment easier. Pardon me, mistress. I'm looking for the Stant widow.
I'm Gertie Stoned. Who are you?
I knew your husband. He was a brave man.
Knew him? How did you know him?
We met in Friar's Keep, mistress, on the night of his death. He saved my life. In return, I granted him death.
You granted... You killed my husband.
He was dying. They would have tortured him had they found him alive. He asked me to visit you, to tell you that he loves you.
Oh, don't talk to me of love. He helped you survive. You held my husband's life in your hands. And you killed him? You are despicable. Leave, before I call the City Watch on you.
Arn Stant's widow. She wants nothing to do with me. There aren't a lot of people out at night, even though if I'm quiet, their eyes glide off me, and I remain invisible to them. An Earhardian veil can be very effective. That's the boy I'm supposed to intercept. A runner passing messages between checkpoints. There are eyes everywhere. Better to tail him from a distance. I might discover something I can use to intercept him, or lead him away from his route.
Messages for me, Dar? There's this letter. It's important. Keep it safe and make it quick. I'll see that it's delivered, Dar. What do you want?
There are eyes everywhere. I can't risk it.
Can I help you with anything?
Better to tail him from a distance. I might discover something I can use to intercept him, or... The pipes are manufactured both locally and in Azadir, and they bring them in by the boatload. They must require thousands of them to cover the city.
Let's see. Which way is it again? So hard to see anything in this light. Right, left. Left's right. Left.
The sign reads, Earthrin's Ascent. It says, Watcher's Court. It's the sign I pulled down. There are more steam machines than ever, and we still have no idea what they're for. They're connected to the pipes, and they appear to be linked to the tower. But
Let's
why?
see. Wait, wasn't it left, not right? Right don't sound right. But hey, signs never lie. Right it is.
A runner passing messages
Just don't
between
know, right?
checkpoints. What a terrible waste.
Did you hear the one about the magical and the pregnant pig? No? It's hilarious. I think it starts with the magical.
No push. Sorry you couldn't find what you were looking for.
Are you ready? Can we go now?
Let's go.
Finally! Follow me!
I've got the non-magical medicines your body needs.
We need to leave the ghetto.
How will you get past the guards?
I know a way. Meet me on the other side.
Wait, what?
The other side!
If you're a ghost, just leave me be.
See? Easy.
Gotta save us. You're playing with your life, boy.
I don't need a goddess to save me. I'm very good at climbing. How did you escape the keep?
What? I didn't. How do you know about that?
Oh, everyone knows the apostle escaped the keep on the night of his execution. There's even a puppet show about it.
Shadow take me. And why do you think I'm that Azadi?
Mysterious apostle guy escapes the keep. Mysterious Azadi joins the resistance a few days later. I may only be 10 years old, and I may have purple skin, but I'm nobody's fool.
Clearly.
This is it. This is where they have their meetings and speeches and stuff.
Are you sure?
Positive. Sometimes I listen in. They talk about magicals and about how we've ruined the world and taken everything from them. It makes me sad listening to that. I didn't know magicals were so bad. No wonder humans hate us.
We don't... Look, boy. Bip. Those people are not good people. You have done nothing wrong. You can't help the way you look or the color of your skin. How and where you've been born doesn't make you a bad person, or less of a person. It just makes you you. It's what you do with your life that matters. Now, scram, get out of here. Go back, and be careful.
But...
You promised. No arguments.
Fine, fine.
What?
A tip would be appreciated, in recognition of all my hard work.
You're really something. Here. Now run back, you little thief. A map of the southernmost parts of Mercuria. I'll need to find a way to get past that goon. Greetings, brother.
What? Who's there? Gods damn it. You gave me a right scare, mate. Where in the Seven Hills did you come from?
The shadows. Step aside, I'm late for the assembly.
Right, of course. Blood and land, brother.
The important thing is not what I say, but how I say it. We'll keep this simple. The obvious answer to blood and land is... I'm not going to just keep guessing. Sooner or later, even this brainless fool will see through my veil and call on the guards. The important thing is not what I say, but how I say it. I must appear forceful and show that I belong at this assembly. We'll keep this simple. The obvious answer to blood and land is... I'm not going to just keep guessing. Sooner or later, even this brainless fool will see through my veil and call on the guards. My apologies. Wrong backyard assembly.
You people ought to be ashamed of yourselves. How dare you put this muck on my door? Just because I'm human, don't mean I'm interested in your speciesist propaganda. I've lived next door to Dolmari most of my life, and they've never once done me or mine any harm. Here's what I think of your so-called humanist rally. And your Honor Hillarist can go fuck himself. He's a traitor. You all are. When the Azadi finally pack up and leave, we will remember what you've done. Be sure of that.
Definitely, she dropped something.
It's disgusting what's going on in there. Them bad-mouthing magicals like they're the problem. The magicals have always lived here. It's the Azadi who've upset the balance of things.
You ought to be more careful speaking ill of the Azadi. The walls...
She carries the last piece of the flyer
what are
with
they
her.
gonna do? Ship me off to one of their re-education camps? I'd like to see them try.
Excuse me.
Balance! Where did you come from, eh? I didn't even see ya. What do you want? I don't want no trouble.
That piece of paper you tore. Do you have the other half?
What piece of... The National Front flyer? Why? Who are you?
Someone who's on your side.
Well, I dunno. You sound Azadi to me. What do you want that flyer for?
Long story. I need it to find a traitor. A traitor to the rebel cause.
Oh, right. Well, if it means getting back at that National Front filth, then by all means. Take it. And Balance bless you for standing up to those bastards.
Honor, it's a flyer for the National Front meeting. That must be the passphrase I need to get into the meeting. It's a flyer for the National Front meeting. It's a flyer for the National Front meeting. Step aside.
Gods! You snuck up on me. Blood and land.
Blood, land, honor and humanity. Honor and humanity.
Faith and family, brother. Go on through, mate. The meeting's already begun. If you haven't seen Mr. Hillarist speak before, you're in for a proper treat. That man is an example to us all.
Brothers, sisters, cousins, brave, humble human folk. Welcome to this meeting of the National Front for Faith and Family. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you for coming here tonight. Thank you. Thank you for the generosity of your time. Thank you for braving these ill-lit occult courts in your tireless search for truth. Yes. Oh, yes. Despite the selfless work of our benefactors, the enemy lurks out there, in the shadows. Look about. Look. Fear them, the enemy, for they are close.
I'm too far away to get a real sense of that person.
I smell them.
I'm too far away to get a real sense of that person.
Foreign spice, magic, filth.
I'm too far away to get a real sense of that
It warms
person.
my heart to see you standing before me.
Honor
Standing up for
Hilaris.
what's good
He
and
leads
fair.
this National Front for Faith
Glory,
and Family.
cousins. Glory be upon you. In the light of the goddess. Yes, yes. I spoke
Nothing in
recently
particular
with
stands
our
out.
benefactors. I spoke to them
She's
about
humming to
that
herself.
immigrant, the magical. Yes,
She's humming to herself.
yes.
It's a tune I
I spoke to
recognize.
them. I said,
A sweet
listen
lullaby.
to these humble, brave folk, your cousins. Humans
She's humming to herself.
brought to their knees
It's a tune I
by
recognize.
the magical.
A sweet
Driven to
lullaby.
bankruptcy, to moral
There's nothing unusual
corruption.
about that person.
Simple,
There's nothing
uncomplicated
unusual
men
about that
and
person.
women led
He must be
astray by
wearing
the
leather
devilish,
undergarments.
demonic,
They make an
magical
unpleasant creaking noise.
necromancer. I said to them, we need
Goddess,
to make a
That
stand.
man has a
Now.
potent odour.
Now!
He can't have changed his clothes
We
or
need
taken
to
a bath
rally.
in months.
Behind our benefactors, behind our own. And I said to them,
Nothing in particular stands out.
you need.
Nothing in
They
particular
need
stands out.
What we
He
need.
smells of lavender oil.
Someone to stand up
Maybe he's a physician.
and speak the human cause.
Her
The
posture is
true
odd.
Mercurian.
It's almost like she's tilting slightly
Someone
to one
not
side.
afraid of the magical and his foreign tongues.
He reeks of tobacco.
Yes.
An
Yes.
Azadir variant, unless
know
my
me.
nose deceives me.
You know me. You know
Hammy
I
used to
seek
smoke
no
this.
fame or fortune. I
There's
seek
nothing
only truth.
unusual about that
I
person.
seek the light.
There's nothing
I seek
unusual about
justice,
that
the
person.
brave.
Nothing in
humble
particular stands out.
human folk like you.
There's nothing unusual about
Yes.
that person.
Yes,
Her clothes
yes.
smell strongly of
I
tar and
stand here
smoke.
before you.
She
as
must be a
your
factory worker.
servant. I stand here before you as your humble.
He smells of
servant.
lavender oil.
Soon the city will
Goddess,
elect a new council.
He
a
must
new
be wearing
leader.
leather
One who will
undergarments.
take
His left arm
responsibility
keeps twitching.
for the lawlessness
He appears
that
to have some
haunts
sort of
these
muscular
occult,
dysfunction.
ill-lit lanes. Oh, thank you for coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you kindly. Thank you. No, it's important that we stand together, hand in hand with our benefactors. Yes, I speak. Immorality, Sami Raman. Now, no one says we have to abandon our gods.
Honor
No.
Hilaris.
No.
He leads
The light
this
of the
National
goddess
Front
is
for Faith
about,
and Family.
Acceptance, not disapproval. She smiles upon all good humans. Our common enemy is the filthy immigrant, the necromancer, that demon, the magical. That's what this is all about. It's about fighting the magical infestation. It's not about which gods we do or do not worship. No.
The shadows are alive. I don't like this posting.
Where have you been? Where have you been?
At a National Front meeting, identifying your turncoat.
It takes a traitor to find a traitor. Think you can point him out for us?
I can.
Go on then, before we lose him.
Exotic oils, foreign herbs, soothing salves, ointments.
That man. Was he at the National Front Assembly?
Meat, pickled shrimp cheese, crispy bitter leaf,
His
wrapped in a
breathing is
crunchy
heavy
yeast
and
bun.
wet.
You look like the sort of man who'd appreciate a savoury sandwich. Meat, veggies, spread. On flatbreads, yeast buns or grain rolls. Hot or cold, with a cup of soup or without. What'll it be? Tell your friends.
He looks somewhat familiar.
Mercurius
I'm putting him down as a
foremost
suspect.
Sandwicher here, ready to perform sandwiching to your exact orders.
Nibble, scrub.
What's happening? Help! Help!
I've got eats from across the Northlands, from far away as a deer.
It's hard to shake the feeling that it's wrong for magicals to be walking around freely. But I'll have to get used to it. I'm fighting for the magicals appear contained to Old Town, even though they're still permitted to move through other parts of the city.
Ointments.
Mercurius foremost sandwicher here, ready to perform sandwiching to your exact orders.
Nibble, scrub, tasty morsels.
I've got the non-magical medicines your body needs.
The Azadi returned to get proverbial back scratched.
He was just a boy. He'd harmed no one. There's no need to antagonize the mole. If I want her to give us weapons, I must... I thought we had an agreement.
There was agreement. I decided to change agreement.
Why?
Dead man can tell no secret.
A dead boy.
Who would be man? Make little difference when death come. It come regardless.
It matters to me. It matters to him.
As it matter to Banda mother watching Banda children murdered by Azadi?
If she has something on her mind, one death cannot compensate for another.
This is true, Azadi. Retribution may be counterproductive. But your people must also be made to suffer for their crime. They need to see the consequence of their action. They need to feel pain. And that man, that boy, he was in wrong place at wrong time. He's safer this way. He cannot run back and tell on us, or on you.
You talk about making my people suffer, but my people know nothing of what has transpired here in the Northlands. You can't lay this at the feet of all Azadi.
How do I make them see? How do I make them understand our loss? The Banda Banta are no more because of Azadi. I can gnash teeth and sharpen claw for many moon. It will not change truth. Your people will never mourn mine. But if I take life, make mother suffer the loss of child, Make friend miss friend, husband miss wife. Maybe then someone will think of mine. Maybe then someone will remember our loss.
I'm not sure that's how it works.
Perhaps not, Kian of the Azadi. But one can always hope. I may not honour that part of the arrangement, but I will honour most important part. Your resistance will get weapon. All the weapon I have to give. I still need some for my men. Sharpest sword, swiftest axe, strongest bow. But the rest go to your people. Not your people, Azadi. Your people rebel movement, otherwise would be silly.
Of course. Thank you.
My men will be in touch with your women, and also men. Leave now, Azadi. It's dark and late, and I will sleep. Sleep and dream of happier day in Burrow to the north, where laughter of children fill every tunnel. Dream of friend and of family, while I mourn them all.
I should continue my assignment. I must leave.
Good. Moon moving. Night only has so many hours.
After my shift's over, I think I'll head down to that cheap tavern by the harbour. Oh, what's it called again?
Alvik doesn't have the most sophisticated or upscale clientele, and I'm sure he's happy about that. That must be the publican. Alvik, I think his name was.
What's the matter?
At least they're not a raucous or unruly lot. Alvik keeps them in check.
Like I don't see there's a man with a bloody spear behind the curtain wearing Azadi boots and a helmet.
There are mostly labourers and dock workers in this bar. It's the perfect cover for the resistance.
For the road, a bit of Dolmari courage to help me get started. And then I'll head home.
Alvik doesn't have the most sophisticated or upscale clientele, and I'm sure he's happy about that.
The witch and the vicar had 6 shots of liquor and presently went for a walk. Come on, said the clergy, a man has his urges, but the witch only wanted to talk.
What can I get you, my good man?
I have little faith in the goddess knows I'm not a drinking man. I'm not here to drink, and I have no use for alcohol. It clouds the mind, confuses the heart. I have little faith in the quality of the water. I do not drink.
Well, you'll attract attention standing there without a mug. Nobody trusts a man who has no taste for beer. Here's your merry men strummed up. Your friend. She's upstairs.
Friend?
Yes, your friend. She's been waiting. You don't want to keep a woman waiting for too long.
Balance be cursed. Oh, I'm gonna be feeling this tomorrow. Might as well have a few more since I'm already well and truly fucked.
Ah, finally. There you are. Sit. Please. Smile. We're old friends, remember?
I don't remember that at all. Who are you?
I'll tell you who I'm not. I'm not with the Resistance, and I'm not Azadi.
If you're not with the Resistance and you're not Azadi, who are you working for?
I'm working for me, and I can either make your life easier or a lot worse.
Who in Shadow's name is this woman? I will have your name.
You will have my name.
So forceful, so like a caged animal. You're a popular man, Kian Alvane. Apostle. Everyone wants a piece of you. I hear there's even a bounty on your head.
I'm afraid you've left me at a disadvantage.
I'll even the battlefield. I have as many names as I have friends. And enemies. Some call me Anna.
What do you want from me, Anna?
I like the emphasis. You're a clever boy. I want your assistance, but not right now. You're meeting someone. I'd hate to get in the way. I just wanted a chance to introduce myself, and now I have. So it's time to leave. Look me up sometime. You can find me at this table most evenings. If not, Ulvik can pass a message. Big man behind the bar. Wears an apron with a cock, a rooster, and a kitten on it. Can't miss him. Be seeing you, friend.
Wait. How did you see through my veil?
What?
You shouldn't be able to recognize me on sight. Unless you know me intimately.
I don't know what you're talking about. Be seeing you, Alvane.
I should be getting home. Just one more for the road. A bit of Dolmari courage to help me get started.
Who was that?
What? Who? Where?
That woman. Who was she?
A mystery woman, huh? I don't know. I'm not a guy. I don't go looking at every woman who passes by. Liko?
Uh-huh.
Did you see a mystery woman?
No.
God, you need to get out more.
Is this place safe for the two of you?
What? Oh, you mean this. The face, the fur. This is a safe place.
But Azadi drink here.
Oh, that keeps it all under control. Also, magicals are still allowed passage in the city as long as they have valid passes and carry no weapons. Visibly.
You have passes?
Sure do, but
We shouldn't push our luck. It's time to go.
Yeah, that. Come on, Kian. You passed Liko's test. You're okay. We'll head back to HQ.
Test?
Oh, yeah. Liko?
I told you I would not trust you.
And now you do?
No. I merely distrust you a little less. But you did well. I won't kill you. Yet.
That's him being real friendly, you know. Hugs? No? Yeah, me neither. Okay, we really need to go. Come on. So what did your mystery woman look like?
She had long auburn hair and light freckled skin. She dressed like a ranger.
Of course she did. Your type, huh?
I don't really have a type.
Really? A guy like you, I thought you'd be super choosy.
I'm not... God. I've not had much time for women in my life.
Leaping leapers, are you joking? How old are you? Look at you, you're gorgeous. How did that come out of my mouth?
Leaping leapfurs?
Nope, just nope. You do like women though, right?
Shadow take me.
Not that there's anything wrong with, you know, in fact, I could have
That's
set you up
quite enough,
with...
Anu.
I don't know, this just happens. It's a sickness. I open my mouth and... blah! It's really disturbing.
Passes. What are you doing out so late?
Drinking.
Dancing.
Just drinking.
Next time, go drinking inside the wall. We don't need your kind at our bars.
No, you're absolutely right. You really, really don't. Goodbye.
Dancing?
Right then and there, it felt like an appropriate answer.
Tell me again about this test.
I expected you to run straight to your mistresses, Alvani. You may be of some use to us. For a while. I will still kill you. Nothing you can do will ever repay your debt to my family and people.
Cheerful. Debt?
Never you mind, Zidling. This is between the Apostle and myself.
Zidling. Really? Really? You know I'm not actually a Zidling, right, Glumbum? I'm of age and I've already been with several
that
men—
mouth thing again, Zidling.
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
Where is everyone?
In bed, I guess. It is late.
He's right. It's never this empty. Something's wrong. We should hurry.
There aren't a lot of stalls open here. Maybe because it's late. Maybe business is slower these days.
We need to keep moving.
Or maybe the other
Don't know
vendors have
how
been
many
arrested.
of them there are.
Good catch, Kian! That was a good catch, wasn't it, Liko?
He survived. It was acceptable.
He's totally warming up to you.
Thank the gods of old our boat is still here.
Ladies first. That means you guys. You guys were the ladies. It was a joke. Fine, I'll go first.
I laughed. On the inside.
You would have exploded. I don't think your body can handle laughter, Liko.
I'm glad you're all back safely. How did it go?
Kian was awesome. He even saved our lives.
I would have caught the arrow.
Yeah, I know, but Kian did, and it was awesome!
Any news of the informer?
We brought him here for questioning.
Was that wise? He knows our location now.
That won't be a problem for long.
Maybe not for you, Liko, but it is a problem for me. We don't just execute our prisoners once we're done with them. How did the rest of your mission go?
Alvani followed our instructions. He completed his task to our satisfaction. The end result was adequate.
Hey, whoa. Don't get all mushy on us now, Liko.
I'm glad to see that the three of you can work together. While you were away, we received some news. Bob, who can see?
Right you are, ma'am. As most of you know, the first of the 6 has been due to arrive in Mercuria for weeks now. Well, she's arrived. Their cloud ship docked with the tower not an hour ago. And she ain't alone.
The first is the Azadi's highest authority. Of course she won't travel alone.
Aye, there's that, but I'm not talking about bodyguards or handmaidens or the like, no. She's got some real interesting company. One General Hami, alongside a Mother Utana.
What did you say?
Hami, General, Utana, Mother. Do you know them?
I do. They're with the first of the 6.
So word has it.
How do you know this? Do you have eyes inside the tower?
Not inside, no. On the ground, here and there, close enough. Some tell secrets for money, or to protect their own secrets. Some are sympathetic to the magicals. And some are unhappy with Saya and her lapdog Vamon.
They run the city still.
Word is, they're intimate.
A sister and a soldier? That's a capital crime.
Well, that, with Saya ruling the church and Vamon, the state here in Mercuria, there's not much anyone can do.
If anyone can, it will be General Hami and Mother Utana.
You know them well, then?
You knew. You knew they were coming. And you knew my history with them. That's why you freed me from...
Naane! Finally. What news from Myria?
Liko, Shepard, the rebuilding progresses and... Alvani, you are on your feet again.
The traitor? What's that witch doing here? They must not know who she is and what she's done. If I tell them now she's dead, I must... The traitor! She betrayed the Resistance to save herself, and now she's come back? Don't they know who she is and what she's done? I must tell them before... The traitor!
They're all well. Rebuilding... apologies, Shepard. I'm tired from my travels. I would like to retire to my quarters.
Of course. Let's speak tomorrow. That goes for all of us. The hour is late. We will reconvene after breakfast.
You knew they were coming. The General and the Mother. That's why you sent Captain Bakim to Friar's Keep. That's why you freed me.
Kian.
Liko was right. You're using me. All those words about being a symbol, about being important to the Resistance.
Does the one exclude the other? You are a symbol. You are a warrior. And now, you're a rebel. I knew they were coming, Utana and Hami. And I knew from our spies in Sardia that you were bound to them both. We saw an opportunity, and we sent Barkim to free you. You can see that we're desperate, Kian. Afraid, alone. Most humans have already given up, given in, become comfortable with this new world, with the Azadi. Many have forgotten about the magicals, or chosen to forget. They carry on their lives, even if we cannot. We few are all that remains of the Resistance. If we lose, all is lost. Our lives, our hopes, our entire future. Lost to darkness. I will do anything to save my people. Make terrible sacrifices, tell lies, anything. Wouldn't you, Kian? So yes, you are a tool, and you are a symbol. Our secret weapon, the key to our survival. It's been a long and tiring day, and there's still much I need to do. We can continue our conversation another day.
I told you, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not a collaborator.
I've been expecting you. Why did you protect me in there? Why not tell them what I did?
I have no intention of protecting her secrets, but her selfless actions granted me a second chance. At the very least, she deserves to be heard. I only had a moment to decide. That's not enough time to weigh a person's life. I couldn't decide on what to tell them.
You're still turning me in, then? Will you at least hear me out?
Speak.
When I gave you the location of our base and betrayed April, I thought I was sacrificing one person to save everyone else. But many died because of my actions. This has haunted me. I have questioned my motives. Did I sell her out to save the shipment of food and medicines? Without it, many would have suffered. The old, the sickly, the children. Or did I betray the Resistance to save my own skin? I would have been executed by the Azadi. I truly don't know. Perhaps it was a little of both. Perhaps things are not so black and white. We can never truly know the consequences of our actions. If you keep my secret, I can continue to help. I am of real value to the Resistance, despite my crimes. Turn me in, and more will suffer. But justice, for what it's worth, will be served. It's your choice to make, Alvane, not mine. What is your decision? What will you do with me?
She's important to the Resistance. Without her, they will be even weaker. I'll be watching you.
I promise you won't regret your decision. I will live to repent my sins and serve the Resistance. I'm in your debt, Alvane. Always and forever.
You saved my life, but I may still call on you one day to do something for me.
I'll be ready.
The first is on her way.
Has she mentioned him?
I don't think so. You do know she's brought General Harmy and that mother with her.
Utana, it means nothing. The General was due back in the Northlands.
What about the mother?
She's rumored to be next in line for the seat. She wants to be involved.
She was also the bleeding heart who practically raised Alvane. She sponsored his whole education.
Light. She could be a problem, but what can we do?
We make sure none of them know Kian is alive and with the Resistance.
Mistress, your presence here honors us.
Sister Sire, this is an impressive edifice. It appears your work here has borne fruit.
We believe so, Mistress. We welcome you to Malcuria and the Northlands. Anything you need, you let me know. Mother, I'm pleased to see you as well. To have the both of you here is a great honor.
Quite. The seat wants to know how the mission goes, how the Northlanders are handling the transition, and how many of them have chosen to embrace the light of the Goddess.
We will speak of this, and much more. For now, we have prepared dinner for all of you. I hope you will join me.
Right. Well, I am starving. The food on those cloud ships.
General, I did not expect to see you back so soon.
Neither did I. What's this I hear about Kian?
Yes, what of the Apostle?
It pains me to inform you that Alvane died in a riot. He was detained under penalty of death until your visit, Mistress. Unfortunately, the rebels snuck their agents into the prison. They cut him down and burned his body.
Goddess, guide his immortal soul to the first mountain.
With every respect to you and your seat, Mother, Alvane was a traitor. He betrayed the cause and he—
May I remind you, sister, that the Apostle was never relieved of his title and should be addressed properly? And may I also remind you that without a proper trial and judgment by the first of the six, his so-called treason remains an accusation and nothing more. Now that he's no longer with us, we may never know the truth. But our people will not be told that the Apostle was a traitor.
Mother.
How did you say he died, Commander?
Stabbed during a riot. They burnt his body, hopefully after he'd bled out. We weren't able to retake the prison until the next morning.
I will need to see the keep for myself, Commander, and interview the guards and prisoners.
Certainly. I shall make arrangements for you to visit in a couple of days.
Don't bother, Vamon. I'll go there tomorrow. You don't have to trouble yourself. I'm sure you have better things to do.
As you wish, Mir.
How is the engine progressing?
The engineers are working day and night to connect the tubes. We expect to be able to switch it on according to schedule.
Good. I have brought the final instructions from Sadir. The architect will send any remaining modifications by cloud ship. And when the Prophet returns, he will inspect the engine before we switch it on.
Have you not spoken with him?
Not for many months, but he will be here when our goddess-given task is complete. Only he will know how to bring it to life and to interpret the messages from the engine.
Of course. Please, will the two of you accompany me to the dinner table? I'm sure the kitchen is worried the food will turn cold before we are seated. General, Commander.
Until tomorrow, sister. Mother? My lady? Vamon, if you'll dine with me in my quarters?
Of course, Mia.
Tell me again what happened at the keep.